No, there it goes.
Mhm.
Are we live?
We're live.
I'm confused. Did it
This is
even
not
go
Lower
off?
Deck. No, it did not.
Well, let's fix that.
Play it.
I'm gonna. I gotta find it. Okay, here we go.
Hey, Kat. Hey, Jolene.
So we're here. Hey, Kat. Hey, Jolene. Jolene, 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 Jolene. I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Okay, so today is my dad's birthday. He's
Happy birthday.
78. I can't believe it.
Wow. Happy birthday
I
to your
just called him
dad.
wishing him happy birthday.
That's
Right? I
amazing.
mean, I can't
That's
believe it.
wonderful.
Well, they hit that age and then you start worrying about them.
You do.
You know, are they going to wake up in the morning? Isn't that
Yeah.
horrible? I have those thoughts about my mom and my dad. Is that
Wow.
normal?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not weird.
Yeah. Because
So,
I've already lost mine. So, yeah, I would be worried.
hi, Stephanie.
Hey, Steph.
So,
Yeah, I
I
would be
want to
worried.
ask you guys, as fellow crocheters, the topic of today's live is going to be about the fundraiser, only because I want your guys' honest opinion about how this should be ran. Should we
Yes.
do it with the reserve? Should we put a dollar amount on it to start with? Um, I, I mean, I've done auctions before where we didn't, and I mean, it was for a good cause like this is, and nothing went for. I, I guess what I'm trying to get at is I don't want to put this up and auction it and have it only go for 25 or $50 when it's a $250 blanket. So, and I don't want to put $250. We're starting at $250 when I don't want to lose people either.
Right.
Because Jolene, I'm not sure you're aware, but what we're doing is we're having this auction for a friend of ours who's in a third world country, and her power got shut off, her water's off. Her, she just was able to get propane, but she had no propane. They were making everything by fire outside. Um,
She still doesn't have her water on.
she still doesn't have her water on or her electricity, and she has Alexa. Shut up. This is important stuff here. I don't need to be bothered by you. Um, Now where was I at? Where was I? Set a
No, it's not
minimum
weather
price.
related. No, Jolene,
Set
it's not. Her husband's work hours got cut in half. Now, in this country, There are no social services. You can't go to the church and get help. There are no food banks. There's no welfare. There is nothing like that. Okay. Um, there's nothing. There's no way to get assistance like that. Okay. This person grew up in an orphanage. So they don't have family to help them. And their spouse's family is as bad off as they are because work hours got cut short. And so they're making half or less than half of what they were originally making, and they've gotten behind. Now, they won't get a full paycheck or full time hours until October. Full time hours in October.
Hi, Mama Swift.
Hi, Trisha. Um, then the check will come in at the end of October. But then they're going to be constantly playing catch up and trying to get, pay a reconnect fee, pay the back bill, you know,
And the
on
reconnect fee is more
oh,
than what they owe on the
it
past
is.
due amount, which
It
is
is
crazy.
ridiculous. I mean, when they came out and disconnected their power, they came out with these cutters and literally cut the line. That's why their reconnect fee is so high because they have
Oh,
a new line. Yeah, they come out and actually cut it. I was floored. I had no idea.
I had no idea either.
I
Wow.
didn't I had no idea. Now, the only communication that I have is that um, a relative put data on a cell phone and let them borrow a cell phone because
Yeah, I
they had
mean, things have been so bad.
their
They had to, yeah, they had to, um,
pawn
what
their
is,
cell phone.
yeah, pawn their cell phones, which
Yeah,
is, uh,
sad. It's very sad. Um,
I,
she's a member of the Yarny community. She's
mhm.
one of our fellow Yarny sisters. Um, we have promised to
Hi,
keep her
Gwen.
name. Hey, Gwen. We have promised to keep her name secret because she is humiliated and
She's very
embarrassed.
embarrassed. Yeah.
Um,
I mean, when she found out we were doing this, she was like, no, no. And I was
I don't
like,
want people to know.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she really doesn't want people to know. And it's horrible. Um, we have had some money donated, and that's how she was able to get the propane. She was able to buy some food, and she
I,
was able to put some, hey, Ellie, able to put some petrol in her husband's car so he could go back and forth to work what hours he could work. Um,
so explain to them the working environment for them. Like he was full time and then they
yes.
put him to half time and
Now
they're
his
in,
half time is not quite half time. He works 3 days this week, 2 days next week, 3 days the next week. So that's how it is. He wants to get a part time job, but in their country, you can't do that unless your full time employer gives you a letter with your hours allowing you to get a part time job. You just can't go out and get one. And his trade, there are no other positions available, and he's screwed. Now, one of his children does work, but doesn't make barely any money, and it's very sad. It really
um
is.
the dad makes $57 in American money a month
Normally,
before he was his hours were cut. $57 a month. How
can you
many of
imagine?
us could live on $57?
That
I
was his
couldn't.
full time wage. Yeah, that was his full time wage. Yeah,
Tell your mother-in-law
he's
I said hello, Ellie.
yeah he's not
So
He's not bringing that home. He's bringing home $25 a month right now.
So what we want to know is what's an appropriate. We're all crocheters, and I get that, and we all know that the work that we put into it, they're safe.
They are safe. We know they're safe. Um, they were able to go somewhere and fill some jugs with water, so they have water and they are safe and they have food. Um, with his money he makes, he pays his rent, so they're not homeless. But we want to get enough money to cover their utilities from now until the 1st of November. That way, when he gets his livable wage back,
They're not fighting to
then
get caught up.
they're not fighting. Yes. So we want to pay their back bills and get the livable wage back. So we, I can tell you what we have to come up with. Okay. We have to come up, hang on, not times, plus. We
Hi,
have to come up,
Catherine.
hey, Pat, we have to come up with $1,011.65 total
I
as
mean,
of
if we
right this
can come up
minute.
with that, or even a little bit more, that would be so amazing.
That's the minimum we have to come up with in order for them to make it till November 1st. That's the minimum.
So, I mean, obviously, being in a third world country, everything is so different than it is here. I,
That's just to pay their utilities and feed them and make sure he could go back and forth to work. You know,
hmm
it hurts my heart.
it hurts mine too. It hurt. I wish that I could just send them the money and everybody would be happy. But
If I
I
had it, I
can't.
would.
Yeah, if I had it, I would too. But I don't, and I can't.
Hey, Ellie. Hi, mother in law. Um, any extra I have, I've been sending. Um, and my husband knows we've been sending extra to them. But we
And I
can't.
haven't had any extra, as you all know. I
We
mean,
just don't know what
there's
to do at this point.
there's somebody here that I owe money to that's in the chat. There's prizes that I still have to get out for April and May, and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do April and May's prizes with my YouTube money that I will get on the 21st. So those will be taken care of. So then I only have to. I wish a big corporation could sponsor them, as it would be a write off for them. I know.
I wish they would too. I wish somebody would sponsor them to come to the U.S. Hey, Barbara.
Hi, Barbara.
You know, people don't realize how much even $5 makes a difference.
hmm
It does.
So, how much? Now, I haven't done the border on this yet. This
Yeah,
is three weight yarn.
there you go.
Let me
Show
let
it
me
off.
show you.
It's beautiful, Carrie. And so far, Jolene, just so you know, I did contact 2 churches here and they turned me down because the people they didn't live in the United States. And I asked for half of what we need. I did. That's
Yeah,
the first
well,
thing I did. I mean, I called 2 local churches and I said, you know, I have this family. Here's their information. Um, can you send them $500? And I gave them the information they would need to do it, and they wouldn't even send 100 because they're not located in the United States.
Mm, that's awful.
Yeah.
So I don't want us to be down in the dumps, but I
She
mean, I
did go
do,
to jail on that blanket.
I, I want to know how much as crocheters, and I know we're only going to have probably crocheters come in and bid on the stuff that we're auctioning off. But how much should we set our blankets at? What's reasonable? What would you pay for someone else's make? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't I don't know. I do know that if this only sold for $25, I would cry.
Yeah. Because that basically is only going to cover the shipping.
Hi, Sunita.
Yeah.
Oh, and I don't even know if it would cover the shipping.
It may not. I mean, that would
So,
be.
Sunita, what we're asking is um, what we should mark our blankets for. Hi, Nisi.
Hey, Niecy.
What we should mark our blankets for at the auction that are reasonable for people to buy, but yet to not make the maker of it feel bad. Because this is a $250 blanket. Just, I mean, 250 wouldn't really cover it, but I would take 250 for it. And Mama Swift's got a blanket that's going to be in there. And if she lets me pick the one I want, it needs to be started at $300 because it's that fancy of a blanket. Hi,
Hey,
Mandy.
Mandy.
So, I mean, what's going to happen is I know if we put prices on things, things are not going to go.
Mm-mm. Wow, that's awesome.
That is awesome. That's really awesome. But I don't I don't know. I mean, like I'm going to do mystery boxes of yarn and they're going to be the big boxes. 12 by 15 by 15 I think is the measurements of them. I'm not sure.
Hey,
That's
Sandra.
Sandra. Let me see if I can find them so I can see
Yeah, it is a bigger
exactly.
ticket item. There will be lower ticket items. There'll be some hand dyed yarn that you can't get anymore. There will be gift cards, that kind of thing. Um, there's T-shirts already. Oh no, I don't. Look away. We are accepting donations. Absolutely. Contact Carrie. Contact me. Contact Maureen.
Oh, the boxes are 18 by 14 by 12. That's a really big box.
It is.
So I am going to be filling up, and I'm not going to fill it with my big twist yarn that I just got for nothing. Um, but I am going to get rid of some yarn that I have, and I have another person that's donating bags full of yarn. Now, it might be cheaper for me to do bags instead of boxes, but
Yeah.
boxes can hold so much more. So $250 material wise, not to include your main hours. Expand your base of viewers who will be in attendance. You all use all the other big YouTube channels to advertise the cause and date information. That's a good idea, Jolene.
Sounds good.
That is a really good idea.
Because
Um,
everything's going to this person. We're not keeping a penny. Um,
yeah, I mean,
everything goes straight to them. I'm even covering the PayPal fees and sending the money to her.
so there's that way too. If you want to do it, you can PayPal or Cash App, either one of Froggy or I. I don't know if Maureen has both or not.
Yes, she does. Yeah, you can PayPal Cash App me, Maureen, or Carrie, and we'll get it right to them. I give her the money immediately. I don't wait. That way, the sooner she gets her utilities back on, the better.
Yeah. Well, and it's becoming winter for them, and they don't have heat in their house.
Mm-mm. No, it is winter. Um, with no electricity, they can't use their electric blankets.
Yeah. Brr.
That's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anyway, so how is everybody doing besides the fact that we put this bombshell on you? Um, I would like you guys to share out my video. Let's see. Yeah, it's the 11th.
Yes. July 11th at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific.
Here is the link to my Helping Hands video. Well, it's an advertisement that I'm just going to skip. Um, so if you could share that out, if everybody could share that out, that would be amazing, because
Yes.
we all have different viewers and stuff. Um, and I I know we can help this person, and I know
We
we
can.
can do it till November 1st. I know it can be done. I've seen it done before. I
Oh, I've
mean,
seen a lot more than
we,
that raised
we
before.
bought Sharon a wheelchair that was made specifically for her, and it was over $30,000, and we raised it in 5 weeks. So I know it can be done, but dang, fruit fly is irritating me.
Oh my.
Yeah, I'm gonna say something to Scully.
I am. I would. I want you to.
and see if he would advertise it for us because um,
They're not crocheters.
they're not crocheters. And he's got, if you guys, Scully Pop has the best voice. Oh my God. Everybody, please keep me in your prayers. I'm still waiting on
Yeah.
final certification
Yes,
on
Barbara.
apartment. Of course, Barbara.
Of course. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's July 11th at 3 Pacific, 4 Mountain, 5 Central, and 6 Eastern. I don't I don't know how we're going to make it fun, but it'll be fun.
I hope so.
We'll have to make it fun.
Just got my fingers crossed.
Maybe we should play bingo in between auctioning prices.
We could do that.
Hmm.
It's starting to rain here. It's a thunderstorm. Hi, Carrie.
Hi, Carrie.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you're enjoying hanging out with your mom. I think that's great.
Okay, Pat Craig.
I think it's great to
Um,
hang out with your mom.
Carrie, we're having a fundraiser for a fellow crocheter. We're gonna auction off some stuff for her. Her husband was taken off of full time and put to less than part time, and what he makes is, well, what he was making was equivalent to $57 in US money a month. And now he's less than half of that.
He's about $25 a month now.
And so their electric got shut off, their water got shut off, their propane, they were out of propane. Um, it's just been crazy. All of the necessities that they need to run a home, isn't that horrible?
They need
So,
$511.65 to get everything turned back on, but we also want to get money to keep them going until he goes back to full time.
yeah, so they don't get in this position again. And they are trying to find a sponsor to move to America or
Or the
the
UK or Canada.
UK or Canada, just to get them out of,
Where they're at.
yeah, they want to be in a first world country.
Yeah,
And it really makes me feel like I'm a spoiled, rotten brat knowing what I have
I feel that way.
and knowing what I've done just in the last month with the um, Joanne's store going
Yeah,
out of business.
my excesses make me feel awful when I know what they have and how they live. I feel terrible.
I mean, I used to live in a house where we didn't have electricity. We had it, but we didn't use it because the wiring was so bad. We were afraid it would start a fire. Hi,
Hey, Jules.
Julie.
I
I
hope you
hope
had good
everything.
laughs.
Yep, hope so too. Um, so I know what it's like to be without without heat,
Yeah,
and I wouldn't want to do that again for anything.
uh, I know. I don't know how they're doing it. I don't. Um, it's around 1 degree Celsius there at night, and it goes down to 0 Celsius as well. And they have no heat. I don't know how they're surviving.
And even when everything gets turned back on, they still don't have heat. but they'll have electricity for their blankets.
For their
Electric.
blankets. Yes, for their blankets and their portable electric heater, which warms the house up and they stay warm. But without it, they're cold. Oh, good, wonderful, Jules. Great to hear.
Yes, good to hear.
I can't imagine, being 30 degrees in my house, and not having anything but to put on a hoodie. I can't imagine. Put on a hoodie and a couple of blankets, and what else can you do? And you have to share that. She's got 2 kids. You have to share that with your 2 kids and your husband.
And the majority of the items that are going to be auctioned are going to be for the U.S. only.
Well, gift cards are worldwide. There'll be a couple of things that are worldwide. Exactly. We are very fortunate living in the United States,
Mm-hmm.
Canada, and the UK. We are extremely fortunate. People don't realize how good they have it.
Yeah. Until you hear about something like this, and then you're like, wow.
And then you're stunned. I'm stunned. You know, I mean, I have siblings who could help me because my parents are gone, but she doesn't have that. She grew up in an orphanage. He has a brother, but his brother is always borrowing from him. His brother lives in someone's garage with his wife and child.
Oh my gosh.
That's how his brother lives. And his brother's always borrowing money or food from them. Can you imagine? I can't fathom it. I mean, I remember being tight on money when I was a single mother, but this takes the cake to me. So, on to my brighter things.
So I was asking, I know, right, Carrie? How much should I charge for this blanket to auction it?
It is a
I mean,
mosaic blanket.
it's not going to have these ends. It's going to have a closed-in border. Which I'm starting after the live.
Awesome.
So,
Yep,
and
my
I
husband
read,
will
huh?
be on his my husband will be on his way home shortly.
Okay.
I'm actually surprised he hasn't called yet. Give him a
Oh,
minute.
I can't find my devotional books.
Oh dear. What's everyone working on? What's in your cup?
What's your
How's your
weather like?
weather? It is 81 degrees here, but feels like 84, and it is raining.
It's 65 here. Oh, it's 66 here.
For those not in the U.S., that's 24 degrees Celsius, but feels like 27.
It's
That's what
66 and
my
feels
phone
like
says.
70.
Yeah, it's awful. I'm hoping it'll cool off after this rain.
So how much
It's
should
chilly.
I auction it off for, Carrie?
That's a good question. I just don't know. But we do need small things, which we're going to have small things. Ah,
Water
87
in
and
your
hot,
cup.
and water in your cup. I've got tea in my cup.
I have coffee in mine.
Peach tea to be exact. I love peach tea. 76 degrees, rain possible tonight, and drinking water. A bit cloudy, but it still feels hot. Bless your heart.
Mm.
I don't like the heat. I hate summer.
You know, I was really getting tired of winter, so I can't really say. And I'm not a summer type person.
I could deal with all the other seasons. I just can't deal with summer. A few $100s, she says. Thank you. Thank you, Ellie. Yeah, I have a hard time with it too. I haven't sold things in many, many years. So that's why I have a hard time with pricing stuff. Yeah, it is what it is.
It is. God, I've got hands that I have my grandmother's hands and her thin skin, my skin. God, I can't even talk. My skin is starting to thin really bad.
Oh, wow.
I mean, you can see you wouldn't be able to see it. I could take a picture of it and mail it to you and you could see it.
My sister's 3 years younger, and you put my hands next to my sister's hands look older than mine. It's crazy. Can't explain that. 77 degrees and sunny here with a light breeze. You got water with lemon and working on getting your porch ready for summer. You put out your chairs and a small table. How awesome is that? My chairs and table are out. I loves it a lot. I have my
A
chair.
light
I
breeze
go.
is always good.
Oh yeah. I actually go sit out on the porch sometimes in the winter. I know it's weird. I am that
Uh oh.
crazy. There's the picture. Oh, oh, I see that, Carrie.
I hear.
Yeah,
I hear.
that needs a lot of lotion.
I put a lot of lotion on it.
I mean, bless your heart.
It won't. It won't come back.
Oh,
I waited too long.
oh my.
Mandy is from Plymouth, and her weather conditions are partly cloudy and at 76. The wind is blowing in the south from the south at 11 miles per hour. Wow, with 76% humidity. Our weather is so weird, it keeps going from stormy to sun. Wow.
Wow. Wow. My weather bug keeps
Yeah,
saying I'm where I'm not. No, it's 81 degrees, feels like 84. Why? I think I read the Celsius things wrong. Oh, 27 Celsius feels like 29 Celsius. I did read them wrong. Area flood watch and a lightning alert. I did read the Celsius things wrong. What was I thinking?
I
Weird.
don't know. But
I read
if
them.
anybody wants to donate anything for the auction, please get a hold of Froggy, myself, or Maureen.
Please.
Um, you can get a hold of me at Carry the Army Elephant 1, the number, at gmail.com, or froggywinandknitting@gmail.com, or Maureen at mycrochetstory.tx@gmail.com.
Yep.
That was a
Uh,
mouthful.
all our information is on our channels, on our about pages, along with our PayPal's and Cash Apps. So you can always find it there. Mhm. Oh,
Yeah.
ding,
And
ding.
I did have somebody donate some money for shipping for Froggy and I.
Mhm. Which was sweet.
It's July 11th. Between it's at 6 Eastern.
3 Pacific.
Yeah, 3 Pacific. Um, we're gonna try to have a good time.
I think we'll have a good time. We'll do good. I just hope we can raise enough for her. That's all I'm worried about.
Well, we for sure have 3 blankets that are going.
Awesome.
I have one, Mama Swift has one, and Michelle
Hey,
has one.
BJ.
Unfortunately, I don't have the funds. Plus, I'm on vacation that day. Sorry, I can't help. I
That's
totally
okay.
get it, Sunita. That's fine. Hi, BJ.
No worries. No worries. Oh, awesome, Ellie.
BJ, I was wondering if you could um, let me put
Oh,
this on auto
thank you,
direct.
Carrie. Thank you,
Huh?
Carrie. Oh, no, Carrie said she was going to email one of us about a donation, and I said thank you.
Okay. Um, BJ, I have a link. If you could forward that link to your community tab, that would be amazing. We need to get as many people there as we can.
Yeah, it would be very helpful. We really need help with it. Thank you.
Thank you, BJ. Um, yeah, it's about a a Yarny friend of ours. Okay, Ellie, who's in
Love
need
you,
of
Al.
some funds. Um, not because of something that they did, but her husband was cut back to less than half of his employment, and they went from making 57 US dollars a month to 25 US dollars a month, and their electric got shut off. They have to pay a reconnection fee because they actually, hi Vilma,
Hey, sweetheart.
they actually came in and cut the wires because that's, I guess, what they do in third world
That's what they do in that country.
countries.
Hi, Lima. Yeah, they cut it. She's got to pay reconnection fee for her electric. Um, pay for the past bill. Um, she's got to have her water turned back on. I mean, it's awful.
It is
It,
awful.
it's so much. But fortunately, we only need to raise just over $1,000, and that will carry them over until he goes back to full time. In their country, he can't get a full time job without a letter from his full time employer. Um, he has to have approval from the full time employer to work part time. Oh, thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you.
But yeah, so
Yes.
that's
Sad.
what we're doing, VJ. We're trying to raise some money at the auction on the 11th of July at 6 Eastern.
3 Pacific. We're not sharing the person's name. They would like to stay anonymous, stay secret. Um,
But they are part of our Yarny community.
they are part of the Yarny community. They are very embarrassed about the situation they're in. I told them there's no reason to be embarrassed. It's not anything your fault, but they still don't want their name um, said. It's it's hard, but
Very hard.
yes, if everybody donated $5, just $5, it
Mm-hmm.
would make a difference. It really would. You can send the money to Carrie, to me, or to Maureen, and
To
we
Cash
send,
App, PayPal.
yeah, we send 100% of the money to them. Um, when you send me money in my PayPal, I pay the PayPal fee. Um, when I send the money to her, I almost said the name. When I send the money to her, I cover the PayPal fee and send it to her. I don't, no, I cover that. She gets 100% of what you send me.
Hi, Darcia.
Hi, Garcia. Um, she gets 100% of whatever you send me for her because that's how I am. I want her to have 100%. She deserves it. She does. Uh, since they lost their power, she has not been on YouTube. Hi,
Hi,
Amy T.
Amy T.
I'm hoping she'll be able to be back on YouTube when they get their power back on. Hopefully, she can get her Wi-Fi turned back on, and she can come back on YouTube. But until we raise $511.65, she can't come back on YouTube and go back to making videos. And no, I will not share her channel because that identifies who she is. But several of you know who she is.
Yes.
Know her, not know who she is, but know her. Several of you do know her and are subscribed to her, but I'm not telling you who it is. It is Vima. It's very sad. It is. Um,
Vima, I
it's hard.
just realized I put a L in your name. I call you Vilma. I'm
It's very
sorry.
hard when I talk to her. Her sister, her sister, their relative put data on a cell phone that they loaned the family, and she messages me twice a day in order to save data. And it's so hard because I want to hug her and tell her it's going to be okay. And I can't.
Hi, Amy. Um, VJ,
I know
when she comes back to YouTube, um, we'll, I don't want to say be more aggressive for her watch hours, but um,
Amy.
she'll let
Um,
people know that she needs watch hours.
yes, when she's back, I'll let you know she needs watch hours. I will. Sorry. Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah. You'll know in a way because I'll be telling you she needs watch hours. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. She
okay.
has my heart. She does. But I know money's tight for people. I understand that. Um, if you can't donate money, please donate something for us to auction off. You don't have to mail it to us. You just have to take photos and send them to one of the three of us so that we can show them in the auction. Um, it could be anything from a gift card, yarn, something you made, um, anything. It could be a mug. I mean, anything you want to auction
You
off.
know what I
Um,
was thinking?
mhm.
We should, for that, go live on all three of our channels.
Yeah, we
And
can't
then,
do the auction that way, but we
yeah, we
could do a
can. We can do the auction that way. All we have to do is to say, okay, so this person
high diversion.
flagged, huh?
Well, let's talk about that later.
Okay. Hi,
Um,
DC.
but if you can't donate something to the auction and you can't donate money, the very minimum you can do is to pray for them. So please pray for our Yarny friend who is in dire need. And we would really, really appreciate that.
And she would never come out and ask anybody to do this for her. She
No,
didn't
no,
ask me to do this. I just,
no,
a, a devotion I read the other day, and it was like, okay, this is what I can do. So this is what I'm doing. So
no.
that's
And
why we're doing the auction.
the first thing she said was, "No, I don't want that. Don't do this."
But it was too late. It was already in the making.
It was already in a Megan. Yeah, she she really did say, "No, don't do this. Don't do this. I will figure something out." That's exactly what she said. Um, she says, "You don't have to do this. We'll figure something out. Um, don't do this." And we told her, "Too late. We're doing this to help you."
They
And then
want to remain anonymous, Crystal.
she was very worried that people would find out who she was, and very embarrassed and very humiliated because we were doing this. Even though we've told her there's no reason to be embarrassed, she is. So it is what it is.
She's one of our Yarny community sisters. No, I know, Crystal, none at all. And if one of you guys needed this done, I would definitely scoop up and,
We would jump right up for you.
yep,
I do,
thank
Sandra.
you, Sandra.
I do.
I didn't do a devotional, sweetie.
No, she didn't. She did it earlier on Maureen's live. Yeah. Uh, she's
I
this very,
put
very
my
sweet.
dad's birthday. I meant my dad's birthday.
It's okay.
Did nobody want to tell me that I screwed that up?
I thought Dad's birthday. Oh, I didn't even see that it was a T.
It was.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Divergent. I'm getting it right now. Oh, let me mute that. I don't know why it's on. I'm muting it. And let me get it. I'm getting it right now. 100% of what you send me goes directly to her. I don't worry about PayPal fees. I cover those.
It is Carrieism.
I cover 100% of those PayPal fees. So don't worry about that. I cover
Oh,
everything.
okay,
Read it as your LOL. And thank you, Divergent. It will go directly to her. I receive it and it goes right to her. I am I'm very happy and overwhelmed that you're going to send something.
Yes. Let me see if I've got any emails.
She is A very sweet girl. But I did promise her I wouldn't reveal who she is. And I have talked to her earlier today, and I will talk to her one more time today, and that's it. I'm actually waiting for it, a message from her. Her and I would hang out. I miss her. She's awesome.
She is.
Beautiful work. Nope, no shame. I told her there was no shame. I've told her that. But she's embarrassed. And we
And
are
you have to remember too that she lives in a third world country. She doesn't live like
in the
we do.
US. Yeah, where they're at, there are no social services. You can't get welfare. There are no food banks. You can't
Do
go,
they
thank
even
you
have
so much.
churches?
They have churches, but you can't go to the church for help because they're not going to help you. That's what's awful about it. And I went to a I called two local churches here and asked them for help. And the two local churches turned me down because she doesn't live in America. And I still haven't heard from Ursula. No. Yes, it will help. You have
Thank
no idea
you,
how much.
Crystal. Have you heard from Ursula?
No,
I haven't
no.
either.
Mm-mm. Neither has my friend. So, no, I would love to. I still haven't heard from her. She still has a membership on my channel. And I still haven't heard from her. I have emailed her and not gotten anything back. Yes, it has, VJ. And I have no word. I'm deeply concerned that I haven't heard anything from her. But I bet she comes back and makes a grand entrance. I really do. At least that's what I'm hoping happens. But I am concerned. I do miss her. She was pretty amazing. No, that's right, Darcia. They do not have things like that. No, no, there's none. No, VJ. I couldn't find any activity anywhere. And there is nothing from the email.
Hmm.
No.
A lot of us have messaged her.
I mean, I just don't hear anything. I really hope I really, really hope that's not what happened. Um, but I don't
Who's
know.
Jessica? Her
Her
daughter.
daughter, her daughter. Yeah.
Now she had a daughter and a son, right?
I don't know. Did she have a son? I don't know. I just know she talked about the daughter. I hope she didn't end up like my other friend. I mean, I don't know. It's just horrible. Yeah, she had a son. Okay. It's been so long. I miss her.
Jason,
Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, BJ. It's been a minute. I tell you. Yeah, it has. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and send this on. Since no one else has sent me anything.
her daughter beat cancer once already. I've been Googling her on the net and nothing. It's so weird. She was a bright light in the Arnie community.
I just sent her the $30, Divergent.
Thank you, Crystal.
Yep. That was really sweet. I just sent it to her. Yep. And it said her PayPal received it. So I will be getting a message from her where she's throwing a fit because she got money. She fusses at me every time. And I'm going to tell you what she's going to say. She's going to say, thank you so
Huh?
much, but you didn't have to do that. That's what she's going to say.
What?
And I always tell her who it comes from. But she is going to message me. And neither Ingrid hasn't heard from her either. Oh my gosh. I thought for sure she would have said something to Ingrid.
Get in the shower.
No.
You're
Divergent.
gonna be late.
She's messaging me. I
Why
told
are
you
you
she
not
would.
going?
I already changed it.
When is it?
The 18th at 1:45. July 18th.
Okay, I told her who it was from. She said,
That's
excuse me,
Wednesday.
ma'am, what are you doing?
July 18th?
Oh, July.
And I just told her who it was from. So I'm waiting for her to tell me what she always tells. She said, thank you so much. I am so grateful. I love you all. That's what she said. Bless her heart. I really, truly wish I could tell you who it was. Oh, that's so sweet, Divergent. She's going to love that.
What?
She sent Madonna a gift.
Oh, cool.
That's awesome. That's amazing. I'm just really stoked over this. She's really happy now. I mean, it doesn't take much. Even $5 makes a difference.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in her economy, it does. It's crazy how much of a difference it makes. I mean, if he's bringing home 25 American dollars a month, and normally brings home 57 American dollars a month, do you see how big of a difference $5 would make?
He's making enough to pay their rent. That's the one bill that they're consistently paying.
He makes enough to pay the rent and buy some groceries. That's all he's making enough money for. Mhm.
Some groceries.
Not the
She's
whole
still-
month worth of groceries. To Mountain's dad.
Thank
You got to
you.
charge your phone, Jules. Love you. Hey, Taffy.
Hi, Kathy. But it is 12:59. This will take you automatically to VJ's house, so sit tight and go ahead and start us off, Froggy.
Stay safe. Be kind to one another and happy yarning. Love you all.
Remember, one random act of kindness can change the world. Love you guys.
You guys.
Bye.